take care of the boss.
Yeah.
See, complementary skills.
Yeah, but I'll be doing a little bit less due to no longer being Bastion for this. I don't know how much a little bit less equals, but
Less of yes is still somewhat yes. Less of yes is still somewhat yes.
Death Knight Druid Major Hunter. Who should I take?
Anyone.
Anyone. Does your Death Knight need better gear?
Probably. I think out of those, she's the lowest. They're all close, though.
Would this drop upgrades that would be potentially useful for Death Knight?
I mean, so it's eye level 210 for Mythic Zeros. By the way, what's up, everybody that's watching on the stream? We're doing some new stuff. It's New Year, new Neph. If you've come to content here previously, welcome back. If you haven't, this is a whole new deal. We're gonna teach my friend Neph/Dana how to like Mythic Keys. Because she doesn't right now. And that's because
I don't.
And that's because people did not show her that they can actually be fun. And we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna put myself in tank spec in a second is what I should remind myself to do. Although I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. So what we're gonna do, Dana, I'm just gonna call you by your first name since I've been doing that on here forever. I'm not gonna dox anybody else. Yeah, everybody all the people in group should definitely mute your stream so I don't give you a headache. So what we're gonna do is we got to do a Revendreth dungeon. So why don't we go do Sanguine Depths, everybody? So let's head up to the north. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna blow up a 0. So Mythic Zeros are like basically just a step above heroic dungeons. We'll do that, and that's gonna give you a 2. And then we're gonna go do that, and that'll be a nice beginning, like kind of idea of what a mythic dungeon is all about. And that way you can get the refresher course, and we're probably going to sneeze at it and like exceed expectations and get a 4 for next week. And then we'll just do that. And we'll just keep pushing your key up with the people who want to come with you and me until we stop. And the reason for this is we're going to Sanguine Depths, I think. Just because I think that one looks cool.
Thank you.
And so the reason is because next patch, which is coming theoretically, I think the word on the street is like end of February, early March, based on some of the stuff that I was seeing people talk about today. They're going to drop tier pieces in Mythic Plus. So it will be of value to everybody to try and get a couple Mythic dungeons in it. So why not? So I figured why not take that opportunity to teach my friend how to do the content that I like to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I didn't tell her until very last minute, so she didn't have a chance to say no.
Oh no,
like
I'm
trap.
suddenly not feeling well.
It's a trap, but you are coming with like friends, so it's not bad. That's
And you're not starting me off at like a 15, so.
Nope. That's a scary moose you got there, Carrie.
That's me.
Oh, that's you? On the scary moose? I just saw red and black and assumed that it was the Death Knight. That's a scary moose.
I too have that moose.
Well, you have all the mounts.
I have many, it's true.
Yes, the person coughing in the background was the general. She was, in fact, leaving to go do something and get something warm. All right, let me put myself in tank spec because I'm not much good as a healer. We got one of those. And we are all here, so let's just hop right in.
This is kind of amusing because this was actually the first dungeon I did in this expansion.
Yeah? Well, I mean, you know what? I think that's poetic then. Because I think this is a good dungeon to kind of get back to. So when you did it, did you do it on Mythic yet?
I believe so.
Cool. All right. So we'll go at a brisk pace, but I'll take the time to explain the mechanics like at a super high level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just remind me like Cliff Notes version of like what stuff does, and
Absolutely.
I'll be like, oh, okay.
I mean, it is very likely that Therazin and Dracon will kill whatever it is very quickly, so I might not have time.
Probably.
But so this is the thing you put the key in. This little deal right here. You know that, right?
I've done Mythic Pluses.
Okay. Let's get started then. Yeah, I'm just gonna. You'll be fine. Dan will help take care of you. All right. I wasn't trying to be rude. Just trying to help.
I know.
One thing we are going to see a lot of, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm not going to make a huge deal of it, but you see Therazin standing next to this weird lamp thing. There's a lot of Covenants have superpowers, and in this dungeon, if you're Venthyr, which both Therazin and I are Venthyr, we're vampire dudes. Did I tell you that I'm a vampire dude now?
No, you did not.
I'm a vampire dude now. It's appropriate for the meta. Basically, as you kill dudes within its radius, and I'm slacking, I'm supposed to go get more guys, you get a damage buff and a healing buff, actually. And it's very significant. And so you can get up to 10 stacks. Thanks, guys. Come on, hurry up. And so a lot of times we're going to, like, drag more and more dudes into these piles so that we can get buffs and then kill more guys. It's super not relevant now for, like, it's not going to change the world on a 0 or even a 2. But, like, on a 15, which is kind of the break point, you kind of gotta, you have to take it.
So what were the little red shadowy guys standing out here?
So these, I think those were, just the dudes that were being killed inside the radius of that. That's what they look like when they're getting killed by that, inside that.
It was this, I forget his name, but the guy who summons copies of himself that does the stupid...
Oh, the rapier
darts.
guy.
That's right,
He has
that's
a sword, right?
This is a pack we would normally skip, but I'm just going to kill it because...
So those you don't want to stand in front of, but going back to the red dudes, you don't stand in front of them because that is where they're going to do their echoing thrust when he does it, and anything in front of it takes the hit.
Okay.
Yes? You don't need... We actually have a full group, so you're good. Just had to let the snooze button know that he is off the hook. He was on backup if we didn't have enough.
I was close to almost for the boss.
Yep. Alright, so this guy... The one thing that is going to be kind of everybody's responsibility is he's going to do a thing where he's going to slowly charge at some... He's going to get ready to charge at someone, and we all just need to get in there. Everything else is kind of my responsibility or Melee's responsibility. But stay away from the edge, because the left-hand edge you will fall off and die. And so, basically, if none of us got in the way, he would do 100% of whatever the damage is. And so each person that gets in the way reduces the damage by a certain.
Does it get split between everybody?
Mm-hmm. Everybody that gets in the way. And so there's dudes in the other hallway, on the other side of this room, like straight away. We're going to ignore them now. But there are certain weeks where we might need to get them.
For like the count.
For the enemy forces. But this week, for zeros, you don't have to worry about it. So we can kind of skip it. fact, I think recently, I don't think there's been a week where we've skipped it. This gargoyle turns into a dude, obviously. Just looks like the kind of thing that would turn into a dude.
Oh yeah, don't stand in those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's super late.
Alright, and then we got another one of these lanterns.
So do we use it now? I thought it was after.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. I'm just pointing out where it is. Yeah, we're gonna wait, and then I'm gonna go grab a bunch of these guys. And you're gonna want to hit it like now-ish.
Around the corner.
Yeah, everybody come on back.
That
You
hurt
did
a
it.
little bit.
That was alright.
Running that through Mythics.
Yep. Hey, Fade. Fade asked in the Twitch chat, which I do appreciate. No, this is just stuff. We are not full. The Dornjan plan is we're doing a 0, and then whatever the 2 of whatever comes up for Neph, and then we're going to do regular old Dornjans in guild as per usual. Also, hi.
Hi. Did you survive Snowpocalypse?
One would assume that, given that she's asking questions, it would say yes.
Neph did in fact notice Fade. I know, you're famous. Fade, a famous Twitch streamer, said your name on camera.
Ow, why was that's hitting me?
Some of these guys will sting a little bit.
Well, the lady with the books was hitting me. Did not appreciate it.
I love the model for the scribes with like the books. All right, so this room is a big old circle. So I tend to go this way and grab a bunch and bring them back to this. I'm gonna grab a bunch of guys and we're gonna do a big old pull.
Oh, this is entertaining. Like watching you on Discord or in Twitch and listening to you in Discord and noticing the big ass delay.
Yeah, it's like a 5-6 second delay.
Watch out for the spikes. She says as she falls victim to one.
Now, I will admit I am not the best tank in the world, but this is me learning also. So I'm gonna like learn along with you. And I'm surprised that Fade has not already commented in the Twitch chat that I am clicking some of my buttons. It's a big time no-no, but I'll get there.
You could always point her to Merrick.
Nope, I'm not. Yeah, I click a lot while I tank, less so while I heal. We gotta go around and clear the rest of the hallway, because this boss requires going around the hallway. Thank you for liking me anyway, Fade. I appreciate it.
Any boots you have are helpful. I'm just going to drag this guy right over towards the boss. But I'm not going to be crazy. I promised. I will not be pulling random
don't
heads at the
believe
boss.
I will
Okay.
yell at you on stream.
You will be mad. Alright, so the way this boss works,
What is that thing?
we're going to fight him walking backwards. And the big trick is, you see how those things kind of like shot off on either side?
Yes.
So what we're going to do is, as we fight, those things are moving around, and so we're going to move to the outside now. And when the next one comes by, it's going to come on the inside part of the circle. What we're going to do... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We killed it too quick. But if it
Basically, we're dodging them.
Yeah, so if it was... The other one would come through on the inside part of the circle, and we would immediately follow by moving to the inside circle. And then we would move from the in to the out, and so on and so forth. So we're dodging them, but it's way easier to picture of just... Oh, yeah, you gotta come down here.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a hole. I fell down.
Yeah, no, the hole's on purpose. We do that. So, alright. Once I realized that I wasn't... Everybody in my
Bless
house
you.
sees it. It's crazy. You okay, hun?
Just allergies.
I don't know. But once I realized that rather than dodging it, I was just kind of following it from one side of the room to the other, it made it easy. Because when I was trying to dodge it, I would just play. Just emotional. Alright, so this boss, the one thing that super matters for you is occasionally she's going to drop like these gold orb things on the ground. You're going to want to grab 4 of them.
Got it.
Because basically she drops the things like so. I'm going to grab 3 because it doesn't... Actually, I can grab 4. Then the other thing, and then she does a big like AoE.
Sorry, Carrie.
Beware.
My
And then
bad,
you
I was
gotta,
slow.
during this thing, you just have to keep moving. Nothing else matters. You just can't get hit by these gold swirls. I don't know that they'll kill you on this.
It'll
They
hurt.
might not kill. Yeah, I don't know that they'll kill you on this difficult, but like on a 15 or
Instant death.
yeah,
They tickle.
yeah, they suck. Hey, a 210 for the Death Knight. All right, so we can come on up. So we got this little bridge that, believe it or not, is like a terrifying freaking set of packs. I'm going to grab them and bring them out here into this hallway so we can just kind of AoE them down and limit the risk of bringing friends. But every tank does it different. I like to pull them out.
Most tanks like to pull them out. Too much chaos to run into the second pack.
And then we got this pack. So the one that you want to kill first in general is the Overseer, because he's the one with the chains, which sucks. But you don't want to stick at the Mist Dancer, the guy that does the weird stabby McStabs. You definitely don't want to stand in the red cones or you die. But largely, this is AoE the crap out of them, stand out of this stuff. Now, don't go on the bridge. We're going to make sure, is your mana okay? I don't have a mana bar for you. Neph,
What's up? I'm sorry.
is your mana bar okay?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't have
I'm
a
full.
mana bar for you.
Perfect.
All right, good. All right, so because as soon as you touch this bridge, it starts literally like even a step on it, it starts a gauntlet that doesn't stop. So we're going to start it.
Okay.
Occasionally, I'm going to be prompted. This is all tank crap that you never have to worry about, really. But occasionally, I'm going to be prompted to use, through an extra action button, this glowing Naru shield on my back. You're going to want to get under that dome, otherwise it's going to mess you up. Again, I don't know
Especially
that
on the
you
boss.
would, yeah, I don't know that you would... Yeah, we'll talk about the boss in a moment. Thank you, disembodied voice. But, I don't know if it'll kill you, but it'll bounce you back and be annoying, so it's just a good habit. And these bear dog things will just never stop. So what we don't want to do is just kind of keep going. There's actually one of those Therizins running forward towards one of those lanterns, which this is where things usually get real scary. Because, you know, for bigger, higher keys, this is like the key to this whole thing. Is getting here with a big bunch of dudes. And we got more. Thank you, Dracon.
I do what I can.
We're at 10 stacks, so... Because 10 is the maximum. So, once you're at 10, now you just run, and we've got that for a minute and 10 seconds. Where we get a 50% damage and healing buff. Which is significant, as I'm sure you can imagine. And what we really want to do is carry it all the way to the boss, and if we have time on the boss, even better.
Is that not the boss right there? That's right.
Yep, but so what we're doing is slowly beating her up, and then
Right.
we're gonna fight her on the edge in her actual boss.
Got
So
it.
she's basically kiting us right now.
What a bee.
She's a jerk. And not the TikTok dance. She is in fact a jerk.
Well, she's a witchy person.
Alright, sometimes people pull these dudes outside into the hallway. I tend to just fight them. Dealer's choice, really. really, since we have more than enough damage, I don't have to overthink it. Now on this guy, the biggest thing to pay attention to is occasionally I'm going to be told to come to one of either the sides or in this doorway and hit the shield button. You need to be underneath the dome or you get blown off the edge. No questions. You get one freebie because you can reincarn, because you're a cheating shaman.
Is this the last boss?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Pew pew.
Oh yeah, thank you. I forgot that you had heroin. I would have called for it on the first boss. And so for these things, you know, whichever one appears first, you can move to that side after it blows up. And the red beam goes across, and then you'll be safe. It looks way more intimidating than it is. Now we come over here, and I hit the shield. Boom. That's it.
Beware.
Again, this one looks way more intimidating than it is. Now, normally, we wouldn't have, like, a bunch of heroic raiders in here, so, like, we would have to do that 3 or 4 times. We only have to get her to 50%, and then she flies away. Because if you remember, we fight her in Castle Nathria. All right, what key did you get?
This one.
It's this one. All right. Well, so
Hey,
be it.
practice is good.
All right, let's do
So
it
be
again.
it. All right, so we'll take this one to go back to the beginning.
Now to do it with fortified mobs.
Yep, now we do it with fortified. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Is it just one extra thing on two?
Yep. Yep. So everybody, as we come on down, just hop on into the dungeon. And yeah, that's what it is. It's so fortified. Every
Did we
week-
have to like reset it?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to reset it. Oh, I can use monk crap. Don't zone in.
There's a stone.
Oh, can you guys summon me rather than me using monk garbage? Completely forgot to reset it. Noob moment. So, for the affixes with Mythic Dungeons, every week there will be either fortified or tyrannical. Fortified means the mobs are more powerful. Tyrannical means the bosses. I think this is a good week to start.
Tyrannical is what I have PTSD on.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense, because fortified just means the mobs are more powerful, and since they are weaker to begin with, it's, you know, like, whatever. So they're harder mobs. For me, as a healer, like, I can barely tell that it's fortified weak sometimes, except on some pulls. You know, so, whereas tyrannical, there are some bosses that I just can't do.
Did you reset?
Yes, I just reset. Let me do it again just to make absolutely sure. Alright, let's go on in. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. Hey, I didn't screw it up. So we're just running it back, as it were. Alright, so just throw the key in there, buddy. Alright. So this will be a little bit harder.
Just more hit points on the mobs.
Yeah. Well, the good news is all the mechanics are the same. That's one thing that I do like about, you know, starting with Mythic Zeros, is that the mechanics are the same. Like, they don't add extra stuff. At least not until you do,
4.
until you do higher key levels. line of sight him a little bit. We're at 10 stacks, so once this is done, we're going to charge forward. Watch out for those traps on the ground. Those things will do a bunch of damage since it's fortified weak. I'm going to grab this guy and see if there's any dudes in here that I can grab. So we gotta, you know, it's a balance, right? Like you want to kill enough so that we get forces, but we don't want to kill too many. So we're gonna try and skip the guys in this room. So the way you do that is we're gonna come over here, and we can go a little bit slowly. We're gonna see this brute is gonna walk towards the door and then kind of walk back in a big oval. We're just gonna hang out a little bit because it's faster to wait than it is to fight him. For the most part. We have Dracon and Therazin, and they can just blow them up. But good habits. And then we're going to do these 2 packs at once.
Sorry about the gold star. I am nearsighted, and it helps me.
I didn't even notice you did it, so I'm glad that you put the star on if it makes it easier for you. Because I had no idea.
It's all good. It's mostly so I can go, oh, the star's on that side of the boss. I should be on the other side of the boss.
That works for me. Listen, I mean, I didn't know you could actually put marks on people if you weren't the leader. That's actually kind of cool.
Sometimes. Like in a pipe band.
Alright, so with this guy, I'm going to try and tank him with his face into this corner. Just so he doesn't run wild all over the place. Thank you for hero. This is one boss I really hate fighting. Now, one thing, I mean, you say you've done Mythics, but just for sake of saying it out loud, there's no loot on any of the bosses in Mythic Plus. Everything comes out at the end. So you don't even.
That was Touch of Death, wasn't it?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
His favorite ability.
I mean, who doesn't like monk shenanigans where I just punch things and they die?
I was like estimating health, and then it's like suddenly it was dead.
Go. Less than 5 minutes in, and we're already well past the first boss. Feels pretty good to me. Making very good time. So what we're probably gonna do is we're probably gonna +2 the key. Is my guess. We might even +3 it if we get real good. And that's just how much faster we go compared to the time.
Are you bringing those back here?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Then we're going to want to get around the corner until they show up, and then we'll fight. Remember, one of these guys is the chain dude, and you're going to want to get away.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oops, I took too many.
I was gonna say I got stuck.
I'm coming back.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright, maybe I pulled too many. That's my bad. That's 100% a tank issue, not a healer. I'll make that very clear. There's also like 47 of these Mist Dancer guys making copies of themselves. That's really not bad.
Yeah, I think that was more the problem because there were like a bunch of those, and then I got stuck on the chains, and I just had nowhere to go.
Yep. It was my fault. 1000% my fault. Alright, so is this... yeah, this is the way we go. So, with this group, what we normally do is we grab these guys and we fight them against the wall. And then we fight the dudes in that other room. We pull the dudes out.
And Neph, you want to stand over by me. It'll auto-break the chains if you stand over here.
Ah, okay.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Or you don't blow them up.
Yeah, I mean, killing them helps. And so then we pull these guys out. One of these dudes, this guy specifically, the custodian, he's gonna do some shenanigans with tornadoes. Just get out. They're gonna show up, and they always go in a straight line. You just want to sidestep them because they can knock you off, and it sucks. There's a couple of dungeons that have that kind of mechanic. And it's generally, they don't sidestep, they don't do anything weird. They just, if you see a tornado in front of you, get out of the way.
It's a good lesson for life, too.
I mean, I agree. Top 10 lessons learned about real life from World of Warcraft. Don't stand in the path of
Better than the good old story from back in the day about the kid who feigned death to save his sister from a bear or something.
I'm gonna drag these guys over to the lamp. And so this lamp will like just kind of hang out as long as we kill dudes inside the radius every so often. I think it's every 30 seconds or something. Or is it shorter than that? It might be shorter. But, so as long as we keep dragging crap to it, it will keep let us building stacks. So if we had a hunter, the hunter would probably off hunter. Instead we have
It's closed.
a Drake down. Oh, it closed?
It is
Sorry.
closed.
So we can just turn around and go the other way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I always forget about that covenant ability until it applies.
Yay, Death Grip.
I do what I can.
Dude, it's so convenient. I have, like, no way of aggressively making people fight me outside of taunting them. So casters are so annoying for me. Do you think we'll make it back in time before these guys die? Or no, I think we should just kill them where they stand. Now let's try it.
Oh hey, I can't death grip the warden. I have now discovered this.
No, you're fine.
Wait, whose weird undead monstrosity is this? Is that Carrie's?
I mean, I don't see who else it could be.
I don't know if maybe it was a demon and I didn't know.
Oh, I have a normal ghoul and he can like dark transformation, so he gets beefier for a little bit. And the laser.
Alright. It's true, occasionally people just gonna die, and that is okay. And sometimes it is just their fault. And it is not. That is the thing that I'm slowly trying to teach myself.
That everything
Sometimes
that
we
goes
press
wrong
the
isn't you.
button.
That every time it is not always my fault. Alright, so we're just gonna grab this guy. We're gonna slowly march backwards. There's an ad that pops out that the DPS need to kill. Drake on it, theirs don't know what they are doing, and so does Carrie, so they are just going to switch to it. You and I don't have to worry about it. Now we're going to move to the inside, now to the outside. The first time that comes around, it's a little jarring, but after that, it'll make a lot more sense.
Did I rip threat from you?
Yep.
Hey,
So I
you
touch
did
a
say
death
you
hit.
had the bosses covered.
Then I touch a death to make up for it, so we're fine. Remember, there's the hole. If you want to go down the hole, it's good. I'm just gonna run around the outside of the room and pick up everybody.
I should follow you then.
Oh, they did move through the middle.
That's fine. Let's kill them all. Fine. I did it crazy.
It's all good. Get the ads.
Still grab your things. They'll die.
Beware.
And then just keep moving while we blow up the bad guys. That's my bad. I thought we could just run around and they wouldn't aggro the boss.
Yeah, when you got to the other side of the room, they ran right through the middle.
Yep, that's my bad.
Area of effects on them.
Yeah, that's me. That's on me.
I just thought my ghoul like butt pulled.
Nope, that was a Pando problem. TM.
Beware.
I should get that on a t-shirt.
Just
Hashtag
Pando problems.
Just Pando problems. That's a bumper sticker right there. Alright, but honestly, we handled it pretty well. I'm going to grab these guys and come out to the front. Be careful, again, for the big traps on the ground, because those will suck for 4 to 5. I'm the tank, so I'm going to try and step on them when I can, but... There we go. Now we dive in. Everybody, if you do not mind killing the Overseer first, that would be super cool. But do stay out of the way of the stabbies and the ground swirls. And there you have it. Is your mana good?
Yep.
I am sensitive to the needs of my healer friends. Being one myself. So we kind of sped through this last time and didn't have to use the shield. I'm all but certain we're going to need to use the dome at least once. So we get to see what it's like inside the hallway. Maybe not, though, because we're still pretty beefy.
I may or may not be attempting to deny the use of the bubble.
I mean, listen, whatever.
Admittedly, only in pursuit of ever higher numbers.
I'll allow it.
My parses.
Opening.
Alright, bring it on in.
After this, I need to figure out why I'm locking up.
Okay.
That's not good.
I'm just gonna run us, kill these guys, and then we're just gonna run right into that room. See if we can kill all those dogs real quick and still have a few seconds on the boss of maybe not. Nah, probably not. That's alright, we get it for all these guys. Here we go. Same, second verse, same as the first. Literally.
Beware.
I'd be joking if I said I didn't get nervous every time I came. Like, I'd be lying. Every time it freaks me out. Because I feel like I'm going to screw it up and it's going to be my fault. Bam. And we +3'd it. Ooh, baby. So that means next week we get to do a 5. Neph, tell us, what does your key turn into? Although I guess it doesn't necessarily matter, because you get a new key tomorrow. But
It turned into a necrotic weight.
all right, so next week, well, it'll change, but she won't get a +2. We just timed a +2.
We timed it, but you get one lower than you did. So she'll
So
wind up getting a 2 for next week. The only way to get a higher key would be to do a higher key this week.
Really? She doesn't get a. She won't get the. So she has a
No.
5 right now. So the only way for
But
her
she's
to
only
keep,
completed a 2, so it's only going to give her a 2.
well, then whatever. So we'll get her a 2 next week, and then we'll have to do. We'll just have to do it all again. That doesn't make any
That's fine.
sense to me.
It is silly, but that's the system they went with.
It's to encourage you to go as high as you can.
Sure. All right. Well, you completed it too. There you go.
Yay.
We did it. Okay, so that's it for the stream this week. We did the.
Cool.
We did 2. We did a 0 and a 2. So then next week we'll do a 2, and then we'll very likely 3 chest that one, and then we'll do a 5.
Cool. And then it'll give me a 4 for the following week, and then we can do a 4 and a whatever.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
We will keep going slowly week by week, and we'll find the comfort zone, and you'll see that it's not as scary as they all made it out to be.
Just depends on who you run with.
Well, it's going to be hand selected by me. So, everybody, thanks for watching. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next week. Well, I'll be back tomorrow for the podcast, but everybody else who's here for the WoW streams, we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.